back now to talk about some of the dangers around a popular sport right now. As you know, pickleball has become one of the fastest growing popular sports in this country. But with that, 16 News Now is learning about just how injuries have gone up dramatically from the sport. So we've got not one but two experts to talk about this. We've got Dr. Mitch Doherty, who's a sports medicine specialist at Beacon Bone and Joint Specialist. He's on the far end there. And then we've got Tom Henry next to me, a physical therapist with Beacon. Thank you both for being here.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about, first off, Doctor, what's behind this rise in injuries right now that we're seeing?
It's coming from the number of participants that are getting more involved in pickleball.
Gotcha.
The U.S. Association of Pickleball Players in 2023 estimated about 48 million Americans have played pickleball within that past year.
Wow.
And in the past couple of years, we know that number continues to rise. So just by the sheer number of participants, we see an increase in injuries.
Just based off the numbers themselves. Tom, I got to ask you, experts are saying, and help me understand this, weekend warriors are driving these injuries. What does weekend warriors mean? Explain that.
Well, it would be weekend warriors, plus there's a higher proportion of older people playing pickleball that haven't been exposed to the kind of movements. They have to change directions quickly. They may have to go forward or backward quickly. So that can lead to the injury.
So this idea of weekend warrior, meaning the whole week you're probably just sedentary, sitting down, relaxed, and then all of a sudden those 2 days you're going hard and heavy, right?
Right, exactly. And they're not in condition to do that kind of activity, and then they overdo it.
Gotcha. Do you guys play pickleball, by the way?
I played a little bit.
Occasionally. I'm certainly not a serious pickleball player.
I feel it. I hear that. But that's the case. A lot of people play just because, oh, hey, a friend, I need you. And they'll say, yeah, I'll go join you. So they're not used to that strenuous activity. Doctor, what are the most common types of injuries that you're seeing with this?
Most common types that we see include strains, sprains. Most commonly injuries are like upper extremity, wrist injury, foot and ankle injuries. Those comprise probably about 33% of the injuries that are seen. Below that are fractures.
Okay.
Most injuries that occur are a trip, a slip, a fall, falling on an outstretched hand. Wrist fractures are common. It can aggravate some chronic injuries like tendonitis of the wrist.
Already existing injuries.
Some tendon conditions at the elbow, so it can aggravate some of those underlying conditions as well.
Tom just mentioned about the age. Are you seeing a certain age group that you're seeing more with these injuries, or is it kind of just everywhere right now?
So the American Association of Orthopedic Surgeons looked at a study that they published just last year looking at ER data from the past several years. About 90% of injuries from pickleball that presented to the ER were age 50 and older.
Wow. Tom, how can players prevent these injuries who are watching right now, who are saying, wait, I do this often? Is there a way that you could prepare and better prepare yourself?
Yes, it would really be now really popular, even in professional sports, are doing dynamic warm-ups.
Okay.
So that could be lunges, either forward to the side. So you're doing movements where you've got to change directions. So that's would be a good activity to do, and also just like in any sport, just warming up your body.
Gotcha.
Trying to do something that kind of gets you warmed up. It
Are
could just be
stretches good?
small. Stretches also can be helpful, but actually dynamic warm-ups are thought to take the place of stretching.
Gotcha.
Now that's maybe in an older population. I think maybe there'd be more reason to do also some stretching.
Okay.
Just trying to prepare your body for what you're going to run into.
I want to ask both of you guys before we wrap up here, starting with you, Doc. What is some advice that you have for people who are interested in playing, who've never played before, and people who are, so to speak, used to playing and may not be aware about these injuries? What is your advice to them? Starting with you.
If you're dealing with muscle ache, pain, or other nagging concern, reaching out to your provider, your therapist, to talk about what may be causing that and what you can do to help treat that, to help prevent an injury would be important. Those that are just getting into pickleball, maybe not dealing with any aches or pains or injury, but want to assess their readiness to play, can talk to their provider at their annual wellness visit or even schedule a sports physical.
Gotcha.
To get assessed and see, are there any concerns? Is there anything that we can work on to make you better ready for that sport to prevent injury?
Gotcha. What say you? Any lasting advice here?
The one thing is shoes can make a big difference. A court shoe is lower a little bit, made for changing directions and things, where some people will go out in running shoes and try to play pickleball. they're going to be more likely to sprain an ankle or to go down because of that sometimes.
Because it's for running, but it's not necessarily for activity like that.
Right. Their running shoes are meant to go forward, not sidewards.
Gotcha.
So
that's a good point. We appreciate you both. Thank you. So I don't play pickleball, by the way, for the record, but I do eat pickles, and that prevents cramping. Thank you both. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got more news coming up after this. Stay there.